Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity's release trailers. The Gates to Infinity trailers were released on the 1st of November in Japan and on the 26th of March elsewhere in 2013. These short trailers were also re-released in 2015 on the same day as the other PMD specials to promote the release of Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. It's quite hard to summarize this one since it's a collage of key moments within Gates to Infinity's story, but we'll start somewhere. It begins with a human turning into a Pokemon. Realizing he's turned into an Oshawott, he wakes up in surprise when he realizes the Pikachu near him can talk. From there, we'll assume they got to know each other and Pikachu asks him if he wants to help her form a Pokemon paradise. Oshawott agrees to help her, and the first short ends with them running through the request gate, beginning their journey to build paradise. The second short starts off by showing, again, some key moments in Gates' story. Things ending with Kyurem appearing at the end as all of Oshawott's allies find it difficult to breathe. I'm not going to bother going into detail about every little moment shown in the trailer and how well it adapted the game, because we'd be here all day. Plus, it's a trailer. Critiquing it would make me feel like I'm becoming narcissistic, unless I already am. Which in that case, no apologies are given for my behavior. I think these two shorts are charming. For one, the lighting in both of them is simply astounding, really showcasing the joy you'll have when building a paradise for all the Pokemon to happily enjoy themselves in. To be honest, this short is selling the game's story short and is overselling what paradise was like in the game. Because geez, did that turn out to be an underdeveloped idea. Pikachu's character is portrayed to be quite outgoing and admirable, in line with the portrayal of Gates' partner. Oshawott is your standard average kid transformed into a Pokemon. We don't get enough about the other characters to say anything more substantial other than they seem in line with their game counterparts. Making a short animated trailer to advertise your game is a neat idea, especially with that lighting. I bought Gates in a heartbeat. They did the same for Black and White 2 a year before and for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire the next year. You know, it's a real shame these animated shorts never aired on TV. Please don't quote me on that. They might have aired and I just didn't check properly? Maybe? Like always, you can watch this trailer on Pokemon's official YouTube channel. I'll leave a link to the trailer in the description of this video. Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. Go for it, Novice Investigation Team. Finally, let's finish things with the final Pokemon Mystery Dungeon story adapted into a different medium. The Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon manga was released into Koro Comics to once again promote the release of Super Mystery Dungeon in its 2015 October issue. Has the world decided to be kinder to me with these shorter summaries lately? Riolu, Froakie, and Arkin are tasked to look through the newly discovered Koro Pass. They fight a mighty hyena, ruffle Garchomp with their alliance attack, and they've conquered the dungeon! Hooray! The manga issue ends with Dioxys seeing Rayquaza in the sky, like in the game's intro, sensing something is amiss with the Pokemon world. In addition, Latios and Latias are spotted flying in the sky by Arkin. Despite all that, today, our heroes are victorious, successfully completing their mission. The other story to be told in Super Mystery Dungeon. Not much else to say really. Froakie, our partner Pokemon this time, is just like the partner in the Super Mystery Dungeon game. Our protagonist is typical and I'm not expecting this single issue to flesh out multiple characters. I'd say it's a decent add. It showcases the game's mechanics well, like its alliance attacks. Lo and behold, Pokemon moves are accurately depicted here and aren't changed around to make some cool move or technique. I'm looking at you guys. It's done in an entertaining way, so I have no qualms with how they were handled. Similar to Explorers of Flame, there is no official English translation, so I won't send a link for where I read it here. A quick Google search to do the trick, though I will leave a link to the Reddit page that translated this manga into English. It is now time for our Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Awards. After carefully considering and reviewing all the different manga individually, I have decided that out of Gingy's Rescue Team, Explorers of Flame, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, Go For It, Novice Investigation Team, and the Strategy Guide short comic, I have chosen, drumroll, Explorers of Flame! Let me explain. The Strategy Guide's comic was too short and bare bones to be considered a good advertisement or adaptation. It was good for getting you excited to play the game, but that's about it. It foreshadows for what will happen in the game, and that's it. It doesn't carve its own individual identity for itself. Not to mention, it doesn't help you have to buy the strategy guide to read it. Who buys a strategy guide for a game they don't own? While the Super Mystery Dungeon manga was decent, showing how certain moves worked in the game, Explorers of Flame shines with how it adapted the story of Explorers of Time, Darkness, and Sky really well in 6 chapters. Ginger's rescue team came close to winning, as it did a good job subtly developing a lot of the characters and presenting the mystery dungeons the characters explore in unique ways. But for all the good it did there, it killed many of Rescue Team's special, most important moments, either with comedy or more rushed pacing than Explorers of Flame. These are the reasons why, at least for the manga, Explorers of Flame comes out on top. Looking at the last subcategory, our contenders are Team Go-Getters Out of the Gate, Explorers of Time and Darkness Special, Explorers Beyond Time and Darkness, and last but not least, Gates to Infinity's trailers. The winner is Explorers of Time and Darkness! Let's briefly go over why. Firstly, the Time and Darkness special does what Go-Getters Out of the Gate does, that is, having an individual story and explain how game mechanics work, but better. Time and Darkness doesn't change how moves work in the games, while Go-Getters Out of the Gate does, leading to some discrepancies in player understanding. Also, I find the voice acting much less cringy this time around, somehow much more well-rounded. Characters are also less flat as well, having more dynamics to how they are as a person rather than I'm a Squirtle now and I've turned into a Pokemon. No reason to freak out. The Beyond Time and Darkness special is just inferior to the games in every way. A lot of the emotional weight and plot twists are just brushed aside. Piplup, you just found out you're about to die. At least look shocked. Gates to Infinity's trailers are jaw-dropped gorgeous and work as a fantastic ad for the games. The only problem being there isn't enough here to say it's the best, only enough to say it's a good trailer that carried out its desired purpose well. These are the reasons why Explorers of Time and Darkness' special is the best anime special for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. We have made it all the way to the finals, pitting the manga Explorers of Flame against Explorers of Time and Darkness' anime special. One last time, cue the drum roll. Explorers of Time and Darkness is our winner. I liked Explorers of Flame as much as the next person, but just like Gingy's rescue team, some plot points didn't need to be cut. Like, why is Wigglytuff a non-existent character in Explorers of Flame? Not to mention Explorers of Flame not showcasing what Mystery Dungeons were like at all. If there were to be more Mystery Dungeon adaptations, they should follow what Explorers of Time and Darkness did. Make an individual story for the manga or special that can easily represent the games. Let the special teach players about different game mechanics. By cramming the game's stories in these adaptations, no one will be happy because there will never be enough time to tell the story well and take a unique spin on that same story. With all that being said, congratulations Explorers of Time and Darkness' special. I've crowned you the best of all the different adaptations made for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Today's video was a long one, I know. But before we completely end things today, I like to give my thanks to Bulbapedia. Without it, I wouldn't have been able to research all the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon's different adaptations and find the information regarding how they were created. Another small thanks to the ones who translated Explorers of Flame and the Redditor who translated the Super Mystery Dungeon manga. I'll leave a link to Bulbapedia's site in the description of this video. With all that now being said, see you all in the next video. Think bigger, think harder.